When building your system around the powerhouse Ryzen 9 5900X, the last thing you want is for your motherboard to hold you back. In this video, we'll check out the top 5 best motherboards for Ryzen 9 5900X, ready to unleash the full potential of that 12-core CPU monster. Whether you're trying to cut costs or go all out, these boards have you covered for crazy speeds, tons of features, and full RGB bling-out gaming glory at any budget. ASUS is known for quality across their lines, like the high-end ROG boards or the slightly more affordable Strix. But the TUF series gives you great performance without breaking the bank. Notably, the AM4 TUF Gaming X570 Plus packs plenty of punch to unleash that 5900X potential. You get all the connectivity of a full-sized ATX board, including that AMD AM4 socket, to pair with 3000 or 5000 series chips. And with the X570 chipset, it can handle the latest and greatest PCI 4.0 speeds. ASUS even throws in a chipset fan to keep things running cool under heavy loads. Memory performance is on point too, with support for up to 128 GB of RAM clocked up to a blazing fast 5100 MHz. And the 5900X will eat up storage, so you get 6 SATA ports plus dual M.2 slots for screaming fast NVMe drives. It's also got the power delivery goods with an 8+4 pin connector setup to sustain serious overclocks. This thing even includes some flashing RGB bling near the chipset, as well as onboard Wi-Fi 5 and Bluetooth to keep your peripherals lag-free. So, if you're looking to unleash the full potential of that 5900X without notching up needless expenses, the ASUS TUF Gaming X570 Plus is an excellent choice to kick things off. Usually, when you go super affordable, you have to sacrifice some features. But MSI has you covered on all the basics with the MSI MPG Gaming Plus. First off, even though it's their entry-level model, you still get a full-sized ATX board with all the connectivity you need. It's also rocking the AMD X570 chipset to run the latest chips, with proper cooling provided by the built-in fan. Thanks to the AM4 socket, this board is compatible with Ryzen 3000 and 5000 CPUs out of the box. Feeding the RAM-hungry 5900X CPU should be no problem for this board, since it supports up to 128 GB of RAM clocked up to 4400 MHz. Your memory-demanding applications will love this thing. Storage is no bottleneck either, with dual fast M.2 slots and 6 SATA ports ready to roll. Plus, an added bonus of 2 full-length PCIe slots, so you've got options for graphics cards. Overclocking potential is on point too, with a beefy 8+4 pin power connector. And MSI backs it with a super solid 3-year warranty to make sure it lasts. If you aren't willing to spend more than $200, this is one of the most affordable X570 boards you can buy without having to compromise on the core features. So, this MSI board is a no-brainer choice for your next Ryzen 9 build. Now, whenever I'm building a new PC, I always consider Gigabyte boards because you really do get a great mix of performance and features without having to splurge. This Gigabyte AORUS Elite is a perfect example of that. Even though it's more affordable than some other high-end models, you still get all the basics covered. It's got a full-sized ATX form factor, meaning plenty of expansion room. The board is also rocking the AMD X570 chipset for total Ryzen compatibility with the latest CPUs. Gigabyte includes a chipset fan to keep everything running cool under pressure too. The board supports up to 128 GB of superfast DDR4 RAM with speeds of up to a blistering 4733 MHz. Since your Ryzen 9 5900X is going to eat that memory up for breakfast, you'll definitely appreciate the extra boost. The storage setup is hassle-free with 2 ultra-fast PCIe Gen 4 M.2 slots, ensuring smooth and speedy data access. Plus, there are 6 SATA ports for plenty of extra storage flexibility, whether you go SSD or HDD, and with 4 PCIe slots, one of them being the all-important X16. You've got options for multiple graphics cards too. Some other boards at this price point skimp on the wireless, but not Gigabyte. This model comes with both Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5 for lag-free connectivity. It's also got addressable RGB lighting and a beefy 8-pin power connector to handle some serious overclocking. Plus, Gigabyte backs it with a hardy 3-year warranty for long-term peace of mind. So if you want to trick out a high-performance build without maxing out your credit card, the Gigabyte AORUS Elite is a great bargain. For the power users who want the absolute best, the ASUS ROG Strix X570E gaming motherboard leads the way. ASUS's ROG line is always at the cutting edge of performance and style, and this board is no different. You get all the top-shelf goods like an ATX form factor with tons of expansion options. 5 full-sized PCIe slots, including dual X16, mean your multi-GPU and Thunderbolt dreams are covered. It's rocking the AMD X570 chipset for full Ryzen support, and ASUS even throws in a sweet chipset fan to keep things running cool under the heaviest loads. RAM speeds up to 4400 MHz, letting you squeeze every last drop out of that 5900X. Storage is maxed out too, with 8 SATA ports and dual ultra-fast M.2 slots with PCI Gen 4 ready to roll. Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5.0 keep your wireless experience lag-free as well. As for aesthetics, RGB bling runs across the I/O shroud and chipset for a tricked-out look. Top it off with a beefy 8+4 pin power delivery, and you've got a board built for extreme overclocking. It's definitely a higher price point, but for maximum performance, you truly do get what you pay for. So if money is no object and you want the ultimate Ryzen experience, the ASUS ROG Strix X570E is the board to go for. Alright, if you're looking to push that 5900X to the absolute limit, the MSI MEG X570 Unify is made for you. This board leaves no aspect of performance on the table. Starting with the full-sized ATX form factor, you get endless expansion options to build your ultimate rig. And with the X570 chipset paired with the AM4 socket, this thing is primed for Threadripper level compatibility. Cooling is no issue either, thanks to MSI's active chipset fan. And feeding the CPU is an absolute juice fest with dual 8-pin power connectors, providing all the watts your overclocking heart desires. Memory performance is taken to the next level with support for up to 128 GB at lightning-fast 5000 MHz speeds. And rocking 3 PCIe Gen 4 M.2 slots, plus a healthy helping of SATA, storage won't hold you back. Expanding further, you get an insane 5 PCIe slots, 3 of them being full X16 length. Paired with built-in Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5, connectivity is a breeze. Now, usually boards at this level will charge you an arm and a leg, but while still costly, the Unify is an absolute steal considering the bonkers specs on offer. So, whether you're pushing for world records or just like to go beyond, the MEG Unify gives you everything needed to take that 5900X to its full potential, and then some. It's hands down a champion board for the Ryzen enthusiast crowd. Thanks for watching. If you want more videos like these, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Also, press the bell icon for instant notification so that you never miss a video from Tech Insight.